Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Disco Elysium. In the last episode we managed to get our hands on our firearm, which isn't loaded, which might be a problem. I think now it's probably time for us to go back to our bed here, but we also found Idiot Doomspiral's jacket, so I'm wondering if he's still awake at 11:15. I think everyone goes to bed at like 11, so if we're really quick, we might be able to make it. That's a Noland Vinct scene, an unsuccessful model. I do know what that was about. Ah, Idiot Doomspiral. I have your jacket.
Tequila sunset.
He nods in appreciation. I found your jacket.
Ah, tequila. I knew you'd come through. That's fucking great, man.
I found a little more than I bargained for. Let's just give him the jacket.
Let me see. What? This isn't my jacket. My jacket was beautiful. This is fucking filthy. What am I supposed to do with this?
Look, I may have just seen an omen of my impending death. I don't care about the jacket. What do you expect? You left it outside for a week.
I'm not taking a disgusting pile of hobo rags. I may be in an irrecoverably decaying orbit, but I've still got standards. Either bring it back the way it was before, or find a dumpster to burn it in.
He hands it to you.
You know, despite the guano, it looks like the jacket itself is stain resistant. It may just need a good scrubbing.
How do I do that? How do I clean this jacket? Be seeing you, Idiot Doomspiral. If I was going to clean a jacket, how would I clean the jacket? Can I interact with it? Is there an option for this?
In your hands, it makes an uncomfortable crunching sound.
Why did I fondle this shit jacket
There is
again?
no why.
Let's just put it away then. I wonder if there is a way of cleaning the jacket. Okay, so if the jacket isn't the current option, maybe it's time for us to rest for the night. Let me have a look at my journal here. We have to report the dead body on the boardwalk. We have to call the station. And we need to call Jamrock's public library. We can inspect the traps near the boathouses west of the Feld building. The northeast of the Feld building. I should probably try and do that as well, shouldn't I? Help Suna with her project. Ice cream maker, we need to wait for it to defrost. Aisley refused to talk about her friends. Yes, help the Ravers start a nightclub. We need to help Suna first. The spirit is eternal. Hold on to the spirits and wait for the signal. Oh, that's the blue spirits, right? Make Titus give up Ruby's location. Maybe we should go back to trying to speak to Titus. Alright, either way, I think we'll rest till the next day and hope maybe that opens up a few things. Can I talk to Kim?
Yes.
Tell me about the case again? Maybe this is it?
What do you want to know?
Never mind.
Good.
Alright, let's rest
It's
for the
getting
night.
cold, this late in the night. Time to call it a day.
Good night, Kim. Send him away for the night.
Good night, officer. We'll meet in front of the shack in the morning.
Enter the shack. Using a thermodynamic expander condenser cycle. Nice. I think that's just a really fancy way of saying it's warm in here.
The bed is comforting, if a bit run down. Still, you've earned a rest.
Let's go to sleep and hope we don't have some horrendous nightmare.
Across the room, the heating system hums its soft lullaby. The mattress feels soft and sheets warm. It only takes you moments for the world to fall away.
Thoughts, baby. A million little lights in the dark. You're one fine instrument, brother. All those faces and all those names. All that laughter and screaming and scheming around. Every corner and every street. Recorded in you. Forever. On ferrotape.
Spinning in eternity? Spinning on empty? Spinning, spinning. Tell me, am I dreaming? Let's go with that one.
No, you're spinning tapes at the discotheque. The great unceasing disco of the mind. The flash. The bang. The endless learning experience.
Say spinning in eternity.
On and on it goes. For untold hours. At the disco where you first asked her to dance. Rising. Rising. Above the dark curvature. The great wingspan of sleep. Studded with stars.
Behold, there are millions of them down there. The first time. The last time. The smoke in her mouth. The plotted flowers. The faces turning, changing.
What is it?
It's the world, Harry boy. And you're made of it. Every day you're out there, you make more of yourself from it. I'm afraid you can't be unmade now. You can never forget this shit.
The colors, the voices, the rain, the snow. I don't want to. It's beautiful. The endless visions. Erase them. Let's go with the rain and the snow.
Beautiful. It's stuck on loop, whirling, spitting out words and images.
You're the son of the world again. Harrister, a ceaseless agent, picking up litter and old newspapers, collecting your little bubblegum wrappers and idiotic picture postcards. Meaningless, meaningless keepsakes.
Now that's just unfair.
Reading your awful letters and recalling things, aren't you? The endless names of the world. An address book you are. The map of a city.
That's right. I am an agent of the world. But what if I want to be an agent of nothing? Let's go with I am an agent of the world.
You'll go insane if you keep going like this. One more day, and you'll be in the loony bin. I just know you will. And for what, brother man?
For the money, baby.
Oh yeah.
For the greater good.
Definitely for the greater good.
Solving your little crossword puzzles. Doing your tasks. Crossing names off lists. Trying to become some sort of world detector. It won't make it okay. It won't put smoke back in her mouth.
I'm just looking for my own economic self-interest. We're making progress. Measured, steady progress. Or forget politics. I'll never sleep if I keep on like this. Let's go with we're making progress. Measured, steady progress.
There he goes again. He's a real political animal, our Harry. He still doesn't see that it's the world changing around him.
He's got no idea what he's in for.
Let's feel the pillow under our cheek. It's time to go to sleep.
Beep, beep, beep. The alarm is ringing, Harry. The disco circus goes on and on. You barely slept 3 hours last night.
Damn it.
Do it for the picture puzzle. Put it all together. Solve the world. One conversation at a time.
Open your eyes. It seemed less detrimental than the last time. Oh dear, this doesn't look good.
Good. You're up. Listen, there's something that's been bothering you for a few days now.
What is it?
It's a suspicion, or a feeling really, that things are not quite in hand around here. An earth-shattering deduction from your psyche. What will those guys come up with next? Every day, things seem to spin more and more wildly, out of control. The center isn't holding. And despite your efforts to moderate and contain these energies, things only seem to be getting worse.
Wait, I thought things were going pretty well. Well, let's get right to it. What needs to be done? Let's go with I thought things were going pretty well.
Oh, sure. You've been making progress on your case, interviewing people, solving side tasks. But who's focusing on the big questions?
I assumed the most qualified and highly credentialized people were taking care of that stuff.
But have you ever seen them? How do you know they're even there? More importantly, how do you know they aren't waiting for your participation?
What am I supposed to do?
You've got to find out who bears la responsabilité.
I thought I was assigning responsibility for the murder.
Harry, you're thinking about this too narrowly. La responsabilité isn't concerned with trivial questions like who killed who. It's about the real issues. The human welfare index, the price of staple goods, the transition to real democracy.
What exactly is la responsabilité?
The most awesome, terrible thing. It is human nature to crave la responsabilité and to deny it. That's why it must be distributed across many different organizations, agencies, offices, and portfolios.
Alright, give it to me. I'll accept responsibility.
Whoa. This isn't some kind of dictatorship. You can't simply seize la responsabilité for yourself. It must be given by a legitimate authority, like a committee.
Do we really have time for all of this?
There is always time to follow best practices. Once someone's decided to cut corners for the sake of expediency, who knows what else they're capable of?
I mean, it's a valid point.
Swift, decisive action. A little self-dealing.
So, who should sit on this committee?
Only the most even-keeled minds in Martinez.
I can get behind this.
Your half-brother, the lieutenant, is a natural place to start.
Excuse me, I have a half-brother.
Together, you'll be able to discover who has la responsabilité in Revachol. And, if necessary, you'll have the wisdom and expertise to assign it among yourselves.
And what happens once we've assigned responsibility?
Most likely, your findings will be collected in a report, which will be carefully reviewed by your superiors. Once they've reviewed it, those same superiors will produce a set of recommendations to be taken up at the next meeting of the Standing Committee. Rest assured, no matter what happens, it will be done through the proper channels.
I'm prepared to take on this awesome burden.
Good luck. Your report is eagerly anticipated.
I got a horrible feeling this is going to be fun. Okay. So, guessing Kim's waiting outside. I'm not entirely sure what we're going to do first. I guess go back to the kinema. Good morning, Kim. That was oddly timed. Let's see if we can work out how this fast travel works. I'm assuming it's... Oh, is it in here? And then map. Travel here. Travel here. You are here. Okay. I'm guessing I click travel here. Now, does this use loads of time on the clock? It doesn't. Okay. Hello. Why are there people standing next to the police car? The police-mobile. Excuse me, gentlemen.
That's one brutal motor carriage.
Ah, says the young man with piss F written on his back.
If I were a real skull now, I'd jack it, paint it in palm tree livery, then bottom light it, neon style.
His companion wears a simple yet elegant slogan, "Fuck the world."
A snazzy shit-ripped skullmobile like this would make a fine trophy. We could, like, hang fucking shrunken heads from the side mirrors. Cops' heads. Scary tribal shit.
I get a funny feeling these are the sort of people who are all talk, but literally zero bang.
Yeah, tribal shit. A cop carriage like this would have proper skull value.
While I appreciate the interest you take in my brutal motor carriage, I have to stop you right there. The RCM takes threats directed at its property seriously.
It's just theoretical work, Copper. No basis in reality. Man, if we were certified skulls right now...
Who are you?
I can tell you who we're not, cop. We're not snitches or skulls.
Okay, so you don't like talking to the police, is what you're trying to tell me?
Which is not to say that the skulls are bitches and... On the contrary.
The part of this presentation you want to take home with you, cop man, is we're not part of the skulls yet.
Okay, so who are the skulls?
Okay then, let's indulge in some intellectual exchange. These young men seem eager to share their beliefs.
Okay, gentlemen, who are the skulls?
You don't know? What kind of cop are you?
It's not a question. Don't get into it.
No, I really don't.
The skulls are the most vicious gang of the Besmertne.
His voice rings with excitement.
Besmatine, or the Besmati, the Immortals, are West Riversholian crime syndicates.
You see, this is why I like Encyclopedia.
The nastiest bunch of psychos ever. Jacking carriages and getting into high-speed chases.
Possessing an infinite amount of fuck-all swagger, infamous for their non-verbal modus operandi.
I'm gonna say nothing.
They usually occupy the burnt-out quarter in Jamrock, or you can find them loitering around the brightly painted bottom-lighted vehicles.
I can't wait to become a skull. Bottom lights are wretched aggressive.
Do you know anything about the murder that took place here? Point to the yard.
Murder?
Man was hanged in the backyard of the Whirling in Rags?
Yeah, sure. We'll gladly tell you everything we know about it. It was a man.
Oh, thanks, mate.
Also, he was hanged.
Anything else?
He was hanged from a tree.
Sweet.
Yeah, I mean, duh.
These punks don't know anything. Let's just move along.
Hey, stop right there. How does one know anything?
Ah, this sounds like epistemology. A field so occupied by thought that it begins to question thought itself.
I know that you don't know shit. I'm not going to entertain you with this any longer. Oh, let's just go aggro. I know that you don't know shit.
Exactly. How can one know shit? For example, how can one be sure that there truly is a body hanging behind a hostel?
What if it's art? Or just a mere specter?
It's not. A man is dead and we need answers.
So what do you think we know?
Do you guys know Cindy the Skull?
Oh yeah, Cindy's a right proper skull.
The young man's eyes glaze over, his voice filled with longing.
Yeah, a true artist of the future. Just like Arno van Eyck.
By the way, if you see Cindy, give her our regards.
He adds, returning from whatever void he was just visiting.
For all their nihilistic posturing, these young men are not lacking in youthful idealism. Odd, there isn't a hint of hate in them. It's like they're piss and fuck the world out of some kind of moral obligation. The lieutenant on your left is unusually lenient toward them.
I see you kids are into anatomic dance music.
Oh man, yeah. We're not fucking kids, man.
Be wary of the abyss.
His blonde friend adds, ominously, and points to his temple. Why?
It's a threat. An impotent threat of violence.
Fuck with me, boys. I'm one of the bad cops. I just wanted to talk about music, and now there's a conflict all of a sudden? It's too much. Nervously shake your head.
That's right. You should back off and let silence rule supreme.
Oh, God.
What is wrong with you? Now you're just empowering these punks.
This is ridiculous. Boys, do you know why the gang is called Skulls?
Yeah. The skull symbolizes the embrace of death and nothingness, present in all of us. The vehicle of our future operations. Death and nothingness.
They're called Skulls because when you are shot dead in the middle of the street, The skull is the only part the stray dogs won't eat.
Just trust me and follow my lead.
So, boys, want to feed the dogs?
No reply. The blonde rebel scratches his chin, deliberately not focusing his gaze on anything. He looks very uncomfortable. The other one shuffles uncomfortably, nevertheless continuing to steal glances at the lieutenant's motor carriage.
So why aren't there more skulls in Martinez?
The Union does their share of policing in Martinez, at least where gangs are concerned. That's why there isn't much organized crime around here.
Ah, so there's just a bigger organized crime.
Apart from the unions themselves, of course.
Got it.
Don't you worry about that. We're gonna make up for the deficit.
Yeah, we are.
The young men exchange approving nods. So your rhetoric is confusing. Are you a part of the Skulls or not?
We're not franchise Skulls. Well, not yet. Once we get our name out there, we'll have a chance to join them.
And what makes you think that the organization would accept you?
Because we can be just as psycho and vicious. You'll see.
But in a non-threatening and definitely legal way.
Ah, the other one quickly adds and whispers something to his friend.
Right on, fuck. So what's happening now?
Enough about this scullery then.
Mm-hmm.
What's with the jackets?
What about them?
Turn to the blonde youth. Why does your jacket have Piss F written on it?
First off, it's a statement and not necessarily something that characterizes me as a person, even though the statement has character. And I do like piss.
Oh god.
The word piss epitomizes the struggle taking place in the world. Things being defined as they seem, not as they are. And, I guess, it's also about communal spirit, the future, and truly appreciating our differences. Also, you've got to admit, it catches the eye. And since the Grand Piper is slowly but steadily moving towards basing the economy on it, attention, it is imperative that the medium itself convey the message.
What?
What I mean by this is, we are all piss and that the world is inherently meaningless.
Right.
It seems that the young man has a certain expertise in at least one field, even if it's rather narrow.
Okay, what about the dark-haired youth? Why do you have "fuck the world" written on your jacket? This one I can understand.
Like I said before, many men keep searching for the one, for so-called true love, which is actually just obsession masquerading as kinship. The thrill of the chase, the hollowness that fills your chest cavity after catching it.
I'm wondering if the poetics come with the jacket, or are they derived from something else entirely?
To catch a fish, you'll need to hurl the lure many times, and even then it isn't certain that you'll get anything. If you blow up the lake, though...
That is a terrible metaphor.
You get more fish in a shorter time. And, for time is of the essence and fleeting ever so quickly, one must think of a way to fuck the whole world and not get caught up in fucking someone. Because when one fucks everything, he fucks nothing. And that, to me, feels glorious. Sticking your dick into the void.
Hate to admit it, but in a weird way, he's got a point.
For God's sake.
Is it a coincidence that here we have two badass jackets and two badass cops?
Hey Kim,
Yes?
what do you think about their jackets?
Leather jackets adorned with immature writing? The ideology they convey helps the boys justify poor choices in life and fashion. I'm not a fan.
Why are you always so patronizing when cool possibilities cross our path?
What are you implying?
The lieutenant looks confused. Which one would you wear?
I'm not sure I understand you, detective.
Are you more of a piss F or a fuck the world kind of guy?
Neither.
Oh, come on, Kim. It's just a mental exercise.
Fine, if only to end this discussion. Theoretically, if I were a juvenile delinquent, if I were to already be down that path, I think piss is the stronger of the two statements.
That works. I feel more like a fuck the world kind of guy.
Seems about right, especially considering your heroic exit attempt.
That is a brilliant way of putting that.
That's an origin story for a dynamic duo right there.
So are we done here? Or You don't need us around for your secret whisper party, do you?
Wait, can I get better Half-Life? Half-Light? Hang on. Well, talking to you has definitely been something. Give me a second. I think I actually have stuff for Half-Light. I want those jackets. Yeah, we have a pair of gloves. Do I have anything else? I feel like something else had it on. Or it might have been I might be thinking of shivers though. That's -1 Half-Light. That's not good. Yeah, shivers for the patrol cloak. Armor and electrochemistry. Savoy flare. Pain threshold. Perception. Okay, no, I literally just have the gloves. All right, well let's try our luck. We've got nothing to lose here. Oops.
That ride is fucking lightning.
The young man exclaims.
Hey, piss. Look who it is. Shrunken cophead material.
Oh, come on, gentlemen. Right. Ask for the jackets for yourself and the lieutenant. 42%.
No, no, no. Don't ask anything. Be subtle and scary. The boys dream about being skulls. Use that.
Wait, how?
Suggest they're massive skulls. Come on.
Boys, with those jackets, you're gonna be the Skull Kings in no time.
What? No. Skulls don't have kings. I think. And we're not even in yet.
Yeah, man, keep your voice down. Skulls don't take it lightly when folks pretend to be them. We're not even prospects yet.
Prospect must be a hierarchical term. Probably in the lower end.
Let's raise our voice. Not even prospects? And you're already aspiring to be kings?
Wow, you boys are ambitious. Only prospects and already planning a coup in the skulls. You're destined to go far.
Oh god, I love Kim so much.
He gets it. Passive-aggressive flattery.
Shut the fuck up. Are you trying to get us killed?
Now bring it to the jackets and, yes, start shouting.
Yes! We want to be a cool killer skulls too, like you guys. But we don't have skull jackets.
Please be quiet. What? What do you want? The jackets?
Yes, I want the jackets.
You got it. No need for cruelty.
You offer us your jackets like that? It'd be impolite to refuse.
Oh, man. Okay. I get it. Skulls don't really wear slogans anyway. This was stupid.
Fuck.
The other one sighs deeply.
The lieutenant watches the boys take their jackets off with mild amusement.
Turn to Kim. Since you said you're more of a piss F kind of guy, I'll take the other one.
I'm absolutely okay with not having either one, thank you.
Why not? Let a pair. We could really raise hell. Go undercover hard.
This case doesn't require us to go undercover or raise hell. In fact, I don't think the jackets will be useful at all. I just wanted them to not have them anymore.
Oh, that's fair.
Cold-hearted cop.
Still, it's good to know we have a pair in case the need arises.
The need will not arise.
The jackets are meant to complete each other. If a man was standing alone on a street corner with piss written on his back, it'd just be an individual that has taken a liking to urine. And fuck the world all on its own is, frankly, generic.
I don't know, Eric. It's cold out.
The dark-haired young man just stands there, defeated. The wind blows.
Yeah, let's get out of here. The cops fucked us.
On the plus side, we got rid of them. Do those jackets have any specific buffs? +1 drama, -1 authority. +1 half-light, -1 rhetoric. I mean, I've got 2 leather jackets out of it. It could be worse, right? Let me just put my reaction. Is it reaction? No, interfacing gloves back on. Well, that managed to get through that weird conversation with a couple of men, but that has taken up basically the entire episode. But we did get 2 leather jackets out of it, so I reckon that was, although the most bizarre conversation I've had in this game so far, it was very entertaining. So, I'm going to thank you all very much for watching. Please like, subscribe, let me know what you think. Your comments are greatly appreciated. Thank you again to the members. It really does mean the world. And as always, I'll see you next time.